Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is May 6th, which means it is launch day. Happy launch day to the Felt Tarot. Happy, can we call it a birthday? I think maybe. I'm so excited about this deck, and I'm so excited for you to get this deck. So if you are excited to, be sure to go back it on Kickstarter. I'm also in celebration launching this new casting sticker that was created for my Creative Divination Circle, which is a new Patreon. The link is in the show notes. This is an expansion on the Felt Tarot's Hermit Cave, and it basically, like, the card is here. So I extended it and expanded it as if to what would happen if you came up the steps and came into the cave. So I figured it would be fun to explore this reading for our week and see what it is that's bringing us inside from the outside, and what we might find and encounter in the cave, right? So let's see. Gonna do 3 cards. I'm gonna cut the deck real quick. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna face them down for now because you'll see where I'm going with this. I don't feel like putting it back in his box. And then we're also gonna have a guide in this cave with us. And that guide is gonna come in the form of an animal. Whenever I create a new spread, I like to just kind of play with it to see how it wants to talk with me. And there's a bunch of positions. You can either use them or ignore them. It's, you know, you do not need to follow there's no rules. There's no rules with this. It's creating a message. Okay. So our guide is the horse. And the horse to me is, you know, whenever I see that, I think about just how massive they are and how much they're capable of doing, but also in the sense they're also gentle, and they can even, you know, this one is just taking in some food and just relaxed. He's not in this rearing up or action position. So welcoming into this cave because you're powerful and you're capable of things, but maybe you need this space of quiet contemplation this week. And let's see what brought us into the cave. And it's the 7 of Pentacles. You've been waiting for something to, here, we'll do that. You've been waiting for something to come to fruition, something that you've planted those seeds of growth, and they're almost here, you know, and in that waiting, maybe you're looping a little bit and you're physically exhausted from it. So you're just in this space of being like, well, what now? What can I do? And the horse is saying, come inside, come in from the outside world and just quietly reset, recharge, get some nourishing food, because what you've done, you can't force it. It's going to happen on its own time, and it's happening, but you can't force a root to extend. You can't force, you know, the fruit to ripen any faster than it's going to. So you might as well nourish yourself and relax a little. And so when you're doing that and we're in this cave space and we're bringing it in here a little deeper, we can reflect on the Emperor. We can reflect on the things that maybe, you know, why do we feel like we need this so bad? Is it because there's rules that we need to follow? Why are we like so stuck in these ways of doing things that it's just been like, oh, we agreed this is how it is, you know? And so when we're in here, we can think about what structure looks like to us. Do we want to be a rule maker or a rule breaker? You know, what are we contemplating in our little quiet spaces? If we go deeper with that, with the Emperor vibes, because this is an invitation to go deeper into our cave. We've got the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles, right? And so we put those there, and it's saying, okay, yeah, the reason we want to look at the structure and like really make, you know, this civilized way of life, like the Emperor, when I see this, it's like this agreed upon society, is because we feel like we're promised opportunity and we're promised better days. And so when things that were promised are not aligning with how we expect them to be, we have to rethink the rules and we rethink our part in it. And that's okay. It gives us the space of being like, you know what, even in that, it's an opportunity to shine brightly no matter where we are, you know, and then realizing as we're waiting for the plans to come to fruition that we've been set in motion, what's holding that light in place, you know, because I also like to play off of the picture, the background. So we have the hermit staff here with the light. This can be our beacon and our tether to the outside world while we're imagining and dreaming up what we really want to do over here in this side. And so we've got 2 in my hand. What do we got? We got the 5 of Swords and the Chariot. And so seeing those 2 together as our light, it's realizing like maybe things can't go the way that they were. Maybe there was an argument that finally burnt the bridge. The bridge is no longer accessible. You can't get there from here, you know, and that's why it's taking time to plant this new growth, this new path for you. And the Chariot's saying, yes, it's in motion and there's a lot of waiting, but it's coming from a place of deep wanting, right? The Chariot, while it's a motivator, it's also linked to Cancer, which is more about feeling. And so it's like, maybe you're feeling the weight of the words that were said. Maybe the argument really came to a head or there was some discord, but that's okay because that's the tether that keeps you from going back to comfortable spaces. You know, like just because you know how it is, what is it? People stay in situations that they don't enjoy for far too long because they're comfortable there, even though they might be like, maybe there's an opportunity that can't make its way here because you're so stuck in this space. But realizing that the words or the discord was the grand motivator. It was the emotional motivator to plant these new seeds. And since we're waiting for it, we're thinking about what we want our future to look like, you know? And so, and the horse is giving us the guide that's saying, you know, come in and contemplate this. And so the path under our feet, what is supporting us through this, I've got 3, is fish, coffin, and birds. And it's talking about those things that, you know, had to end. The nervousness, the chatter, the abundance, maybe the worries over the abundance is finally coming to a close. But that's what's led us in here, is going, okay, there was far too much anxiety about this. There's an ending that we just need to completely and utterly acknowledge and understand that that's okay because it was too much. There was too much, so it had to end. And then with that, new talks can begin. And then what's written on the wall up here, what is on our proverbial cave wall, the stories that our ancestors maybe told or the things that we know that are rising to the surface, things we can grasp some knowledge in marching orders from. And we've got the anchor, the whip, and lily. And seeing that together, I see that this has kind of like been this back and forth of wanting this peaceful space, this like, you've maybe been going back and forth on your integrity and your virtues, or it could be in the hands of somebody else. Like maybe the missing element from the 7 of Pentacles that we're waiting for is like somebody else's decision, right? But it's leading to this new opportunity, this new stable career in your life. Maybe you've been just waiting to hear back about something. It's coming. It's just not coming in the time that you want. And you can discern that from the writing on the walls being like, okay, well, what does this look like? Conversations take time. Maybe they're just weighing the pros and cons and you're gonna get it. It's just taking the time that it needs to take. And then some guideposts for the week in the form of charms. You know, I like my charms. And I've got, this little sacred heart. And that's just telling me to have faith in what it's burning brightly. It's happening. It's coming. As long as it's from the heart, you will be protected and it will guide that, the burning heart of it. feel like that was a ramble, but whatever. I usually say what comes. And then we've got Pentacle. And so that Pentacle is telling me that all the elements are aligning, right? There's a balance going on between everything. And just know that when things feel a little chaotic, just to retreat into your quiet caves, to allow those elements to really align and have faith that it's aligning. I do like that these are both like religious symbols in different people's faiths, you know, so the underlying message could be like, you just have to have like hope and faith, right? And then we've got the High Priestess. I love that. Another climate heard from. And so they're ushering in the fact that this is deeper, this is more intuitive, and you know that you can handle it, and just trust your instincts this week. And then also, eek! Look out for surprises. Look out for the little things that maybe get your heart racing. That could be an opportunity as well. So I'm so happy that you're here. I hope you have a great week. And if you are in the space of needing some quiet contemplation while all the things around you are in the process of growing, then be sure to take it. This is your sign to take it. And I will see you here next week. Be sure to go check out the Felt Tarot on Kickstarter and let's make it a reality. And then also check out my Creative Divination Circle. I really, I welcome you, and I will see you there. Bye.